What is going on, Juju Gang? Happy Sunday. Hope everyone's doing well. Let me know if my audio is okay. I think I've tried to fix a couple of things on the audio side before catching live. As you guys can see, I'm not in the studio today. Listen, I was very, very tempted, and at some point today, I may actually go, but I couldn't make it for our Sunday live stream in the morning. Go to the Tesla Show Center about an hour's drive from here, where the Cybertruck is on display at the Tesla Surrey location. So that's on the plate for today. And obviously, if I go there, maybe I'll do an impromptu live stream there as well, or maybe I'll save some clips for like a standalone video. But that's on the plate for today. I really need to go because I'm thinking this week I'm going to be too busy, and then by the time I go next weekend, I'm not going to say Cybertruck's old news because I don't think it will be, but I think my opportunity is probably to go today. So I'm going to try to figure out if and when I can get there. What are their hours today? I got to figure all this stuff out. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from in the chat. City, state, country. Anoop, how's it going from London? Big boy show incoming. I like it. Thank you, Anoop, for joining us. Martin, how's it going? Happy Sunday from New York. Eric, great question. I know I don't watch the NFL. I don't watch football. I know probably blasphemous for a lot of people listening. I do watch a lot of hockey. And honestly, maybe I need to find a better weekly recurring time. And if anyone has any suggestions that are outside of work days during work hours on Pacific time, let me know, because I'm open to suggestions. And I know a lot of people go to church or whatever it is on Sunday morning. So makes sense. John, how's it going? Hopefully some news. The media rocking this weekend. Ryan from Lancaster. DRK, how's it going? Good to see you again. By the way, if you haven't checked it out already, go check out my interview with Farzad. I posted that up yesterday. It looks like it's making good traction. We covered the bases. We covered everything. Tesla Bot, Giga India, FSD, AI, Open AI. We covered a lot. Cybertruck event, of course. Thank you, folks. Yes, hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe if you're new. If you're watching on replay, let me know in the comments. Hi from Bergstrasse, Germany. Hopefully that was okay. No, you're not late, Wolfgang. How's it going? Vero Beach, Florida. Saw the Cybertruck in Tampa this weekend. Yes, very cool. I saw Nicholas Gibbs from Investing in Grain also posted on Twitter. I just quote retweeted him as well. Average investor from Denmark. How's it going? Walnut, California, Atlanta. Mimi, how's it going? Having a -8-degree, beautiful starry night in Sweden. Wonderful. -8. It is cold here as well. It's about, okay, I'm not going to tell you how cold it is because you guys are going to make fun of me. Michael from Seattle. Michael, how's it going? Yes, I need to. I really need to go there. Mark from Nunavut. How's it going, my friend? Hopefully your trip through YVR was safe and sound. Hadouken, how's it going? From Los Angeles. Marcus from Switzerland. Let me go through these. Aberdeen, Scotland. Anoop, here's the thing. I need to figure out how long the lineup would be today. I mean, I would think the lineup would be less long than it was yesterday. I know Matt, who has a great YouTube channel as well about Tesla and stock. He went yesterday, and the lineup he was saying was massive. Missouri. Paco, how's it going? Welcome. Is this live? Yes, Robert, this is live. Anyone know of a Cybertruck in the Philly area? Ooh, I don't know. Norway, London, how's it going? Geneva, Illinois. Hey, Tyler, how's it going? Good to see you in here. Holland. There we go. I love how the emojis don't show up when I pull up the comments here, though. Stockholm for Johan, how's it going? FSD V12s. So let's get into this. Hold on. Let me just -8. No, it's not -8 here. It's about +8 degrees, and I was going to complain about how cold it was. But I'll refrain from doing so because I know a lot of you guys are probably going to make fun of me. Cybertruck spotted in Minnesota last week. Okay, so this is my plan. Maybe I go. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking out loud here. This is what a live stream is for. Maybe I take my dad and I take Abby and we all go today to go see it, even if it's for a couple of minutes. Because I know my dad probably wants to see it as well. Groton, Massachusetts. Cologne. Awesome. Okay, so let's talk. This week is huge because Cybertruck event is happening. Of course, that's Thursday. Now, look, the Cybertruck event it's interesting, the strategy that they're deploying, Tesla is. They've shipped out these Cybertrucks across the continent. They've put them into display, into sales centers. And now presumably, and it's playing out so far exactly the way that we talked about on this channel. What we said in the summertime was, as soon as Cybertrucks start to get launched and start to be on the streets, we're going to see everyone and their mom post Instagram stories, Facebook stories, Snapchats, messages, text messages. Do you see that Cybertruck rolling around? How ugly is that thing? Or how cool is that thing? People are going to be talking about it. I mean, as a business owner, the worst thing that people can do is not talk crap about your business. It's actually not talk about your business at all, right? It's the apathy. It's really the apathy that gets you. So I think the Cybertruck, because it's so polarizing, is going to be a massive success, even if it's not. Even if 60% of people hate it, the 40% of people that are going to be polarized to love it, I think, are going to make up for it. So, anyways, the strategy that they've kind of deployed here is, of course, shipping out these Cybertrucks across the continent. Everyone is posting about it. Look at me talking about it. It's an hours away from here. And now we're at this point where I'm not sure how many they're going to deliver. And that's the first question I'm going to ask in the chat. For this Thursday's event, throw in a number in the chat as to your best guess on how many Cybertrucks actually get delivered this week. Okay? I'll wait a couple seconds before giving you my guess because, yes, let's just wait. How many Cybertrucks this week, and not wrong answers only, but right answers only, hopefully. How many Cybertrucks are they going to deliver this week? Very nice. Compton, California, NYC, catching up here. Minnesota, Central California coast. Very nice. 10, 100, 69. Are all Cybertrucks 4680? To my knowledge, they'd have to be because of the weight, because of the density that's required for it. Someone smarter can let me know in the chat. 150. Wow. 20, 22, 30. How many Cybertrucks? So that's a good question that we can ask. 42, 10, 20, 300. Wow. Okay. So it looks like the majority of people are under 50. A couple are over 130. So here's my thing. 1,000. Holy crap. Employees only. So actually, I know for a fact that it's not employees only, because Farzad was on the channel yesterday and he said towards the end of this end of the interview that he has a buddy who's actually a Cybertruck reservation holder, and he's actually getting one of the first Cybertrucks Thursday. He is one of the so odd people that is getting a Cybertruck on Thursday. So we know for a fact it's not employees only. 10. So that honestly, my guess is about 20. My guess is about 20. I know a lot of people guessed 10, 20. That's about my guess. But that's really what gets me is that deliveries 10 at the event, then 10 at each of the showrooms. Interesting. I just don't know. T-Nelly says 50. I fear many stations along the line are still not automated and require hand-built labor. That is the thing. I'm just not sure if Tesla is ready to roll with any meaningful production just yet of the Cybertruck. So, of course, I'm excited that the Cybertruck is going to be out on the streets, even if it's a handful. Of course, that's exciting and it's a step in the right direction. Tesla wouldn't just do that if that was, if they're like, oh, like, we have 50 and that's all we're going to have for another couple of months. I don't think they would deliver them if they didn't have a plan to automate this line. But I'm not super jazzed about any sort of meaningful revenue or anything like that coming from Cybertruck just yet. Now, hopefully I'm proven wrong, and let's say in January, February, and Tesla's pumping out Cybertrucks on a consistent basis. I think the consistency is the key part there. But I guess being a little bit jaded from the Tesla Semi event, where there weren't that many that were delivered, and also we didn't get full-on specs from Tesla in terms of what the load, range, all these stuff, and of course pricing is still yet to come out, right? Martin says, yes, if it's not employee only, can you discuss impact on auto gross margin? Now, I don't know. I'm not an accountant, but I'm not sure if delivering to employees versus delivering to outside average customers at the scale that Tesla is delivering really has any sort of material impact one way or another. Again, Tesla is going to have to capitalize certain things, or inefficiencies that are going to flow through. It's going to be an ugly gross margin print on the Cybertruck print. Not that they're going to print that separately for a while. I mean, Elon's kind of said this. So, if Tesla delivers 10 or 20 or 50, like, I don't think it's a huge thing, one thing or another. Tyler says it seems like it'd be smart for them to deliver one or two of each to showrooms that have Cybertruck on display. Hey, if someone in Vancouver got the Cybertruck, actually, that is probably what they're doing. Now that I think about it, it's a great point. The fact that they've delivered this, that they've had the Cybertruck here, probably means that someone in this area is going to have a Cybertruck. And I guess that makes sense. It is free advertising, right? Unpredictable Violet says, concerned that the range will disappoint everyone, including Wall Street. Well, of course, the range is so huge when it comes to trucks. We know this, and we know that range is gonna be killed with any sort of load. But because of the 4680s, hopefully, and I don't think Tesla would ship an inferior product. At least that's my going thesis. I don't think Tesla would say, this is good enough, let's ship this thing. I don't think that. I mean, look at the Model 3, how long it took for that, and then like the quality of that. Look at the Model S. The Model S 2013s are still kicking around, right? And range is still decent for how old they are. So I just don't think it's in Tesla's DNA to ship a product that isn't close to what they're capable of. Maybe that's just my bull side speaking a little bit, but how many years since Cybertruck was first announced? Someone would have to tell me the month and date. I forget. What is it? 2019, 2019, 2018? Man, pre-COVID is such a blur. Probably, I think was that 2019 or was that 2018 at the end? Someone tell me in the chat as I catch up. It feels like it's like 2019. I'm just thinking 2019, right? 4 years ago, right? But it really, in a weird way, 2019 looks like it was yesterday in terms of numerical analysis. But when I think of 2019, it feels like 20 years ago. And I know I'm exaggerating, of course, a little bit, but so 2019. Okay, yes. Okay. So yeah, November 2019. Okay. End of the year. Yeah, it's 2019. So maybe I'm the only one that kind of feels that way, but I just feel like it feels so long ago. It feels so long ago. 2019 feels like yesterday too. Exactly. It feels like yesterday because it's 2019. I mean, the grand scheme of things, it's 3.5, 4 years. Actually, 4 years this month. But also it feels so long ago. Like we didn't have COVID. Interest rates will still, interest. We didn't even go through that bull cycle. I think Tesla in 2020 of January or December, January of 2020 hit that $1,000 pre-split number, and everyone was going nuts. Yeah, this is a long time ago. It feels like I'm not alone in feeling that way. Good to know. Yeah, no, it feels like it. So the base model Cybertruck price. Okay, so here's my thing. Because we don't really even know pricing. I mean, that is. I mean, I'm not going to say that's the kicker, but I mean, unless I've totally missed some sort of news cycle, and that's entirely possible. The last 2 days have been very busy for me. I don't think we have even pricing yet. So just not sure what's happening. Normalcy feels like forever ago. Yes. Roger actually points out something interesting. Franz recently said, it, meaning the range, isn't a problem, and then smiled. Good. Hadouken says he concept designed Tesla Cybertruck and was unveiled at the Tesla Design Studio, LA, November 21st, 2019. Well, it's coming up on 4 years exactly, actually. I have a late first day reservation, 255,000, give or take. Interesting. Anyone else expecting a Cybertruck delivery this week, or close to, or one of the first people to ever do it? Roger says it was mentioned on Q2 2015 that, quote, we'll think about a truck in 4 to 5 years. They hit that target. Interesting. I would have to go back and listen to that quarterly call. But I'll trust you. So I'm just thinking, because now they talk about Tesla bus or Tesla Sprinter van or whatever it is, and they say eventually. So With dual cast and 4680s, margins must be very good. Yes, Martin, yes, but not yet. I think I talked about this a couple months ago. And Elon's since come out and said, like, listen, I think everyone needs to slow your roll. And he pretty much put a huge stop on the excitement with margins. Initially, when you're doing a new piece of technology, everything is inefficient. You don't know the best way to automate it yet. You don't have everything down to a science. And with new technology like castings, 4680s, these new technologies, the reason why they haven't happened yet, or they haven't hit any sort of meaningful scale in manufacturing, is because they're very hard to implement. And these things take a lot of time. And that's why incumbents haven't tried these new technologies, because they know it'd be very inefficient to begin with. But it's that kind of, I forget what that curve is called. Someone smarter than me can let me know in the comments. When it's like really bad to begin with, but once you get past the rain clouds and the storm clouds, it's sunny. And that's why we even try these new meaningful technologies, because they suck to begin with. But at the end of the day, once you get past those inefficiencies and you start to hit meaningful scale, it's way better. So all that to say is I would not expect any sort of meaningful profit. In fact, meaningful loss probably from the Cybertruck to begin with. Does Cybertruck offset that by, okay, Cybertruck's losing a lot of money for now, maybe for another year, but it's causing so many people to buy Teslas, buy Model 3s, buy Model Ys, that it doesn't matter. It kind of evens out. That's an interesting thought process that we can have, actually. Mimi says, please hit like and support the channel. And yes, thank you, Mimi. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yes, hit like if you're enjoying the conversation. And subscribe if you're new. A lot of new subscribers coming in this week. What's interesting is that I like all these. I just want to say I'm just grateful, and it was Thanksgiving weekend. I'm grateful, and I know I'm Canadian, so my Thanksgiving was last month. So yes, you can get off the soapbox a little bit, but I'm just grateful that I can come on this channel and we can have a conversation. I think one of the biggest things I wanted when I started this channel was to just have dialogue, pros, cons, for, against, and just not talk to a brick wall. I don't think a lot of my friends care about Tesla, to be honest, as you guys know. So I really appreciate the back and forth that we can have on this channel, because hopefully we've cultivated, and I really do believe it, we've cultivated a really positive community, right? That's not to say we agree with everything all the time, but we can have respectful debates. I can come on in the car. You guys don't care about production quality. Lord knows that. I can go in the studio. I can interview people. Like, the flexibility of the channel is really what allows me to make content, because at the end of the day, I can't be a talking head sitting at like a news center or something, reading off of a script or a teleprompter. It's just not me. So I appreciate the conversations that we can have, despite the lack of production quality that Ashu brings to the table. Yeah. Give the mods a thumbs up. I totally agree. Thanks to all the mods in the chat here as well. Always modding it up. And also all of our mods, I think, are also in our GG Gang Discord as well. So appreciate you guys inside of there. Okay, let's hold on one second. Let me just catch up. Inefficiency drop, low law of diminishing returns. Thank you, Ted. Appreciate that. By the way, Optimus Bot was on display at the store. Okay, Optimus Bot is also at display in North Van here at the Tesla sale. Actually, no, it's at the Capitol Mall or something. So if I go half an hour that way, I can see the bot. If I go an hour that way, I can see the Cybertruck. He actually needs to get his butt moving a little bit. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that very much. Yes, I 100% need to see the bot. Maybe so. That's what's great about the GG Gang. We're super nice and not picky with production quality. Oh yes, I will take that. I was actually thinking, speaking of production quality, I was thinking, should I just take my headphones and go on a walk? But then I was like, nah, then I'm susceptible to like I'm seeing someone that I know or something, and then getting into a conversation, not being able to explain myself that I'm on a live stream. Okay. So next question in the chat. This week, Cybertruck launch. Of course, all eyes on that. how does Tesla stock do this week? All in all things considered, end of the trading week. Where are we sitting? Are we flat, up, down? And if we're up or down in your prediction, let me know by percentage. I just want to get a gauge of sentiment going into this week, because there's a couple of school of thoughts. Martin says flat. There's a couple of school of thoughts up. And if you're going to say up or down, and if you want to throw a guess in there, please feel free to. Michael says, I remember the good old days when you talk about options. What's your current take on market and options? Yes, I still love talking about options. What I realized was that I feel like they were too niche. Like, I love talking about options. I still do. And I'm happy to do so when I'm at my computer. I can pull everything up. But the Fed kind of killed buying options for a while, right? If you're buying any premium, really, you were kind of getting crushed for a while with how, like, obviously, if you bought calls beginning of the year, you're up like massively. But for me, my risk reward was a little bit different. When the Fed started increasing interest rates, inflation was still going up. I was staying away from leaps, right? Staying away from leaps. Is there an argument that I should look back into leaps now? Maybe, probably. And maybe I'll continue that conversation moving forward. Okay. So there's an argument to be made about Tesla stock this week that, yes, everything's priced in. Everyone knows Cybertruck's coming up this Thursday. It might be just a Battery Day 2.0 event or a Tesla Semi event 2.0 with the stock. That's one side of the argument. The other side of the argument is that Thursday is pretty monumental, because Thursday it shows us that Tesla can break through a brand new category of vehicle, totally transform. And of course, Tesla Semi was sort of that, but totally different style of vehicle, and go from complete concept to production. Flat 2020 inverted sentiment as usual. Flat, up 7%, up 10%, up, pump and dump. Big run up, then big sell off. 300 plus, then 200. Wow, Tyrone. Up slightly, 250. Up $20 to end the week. 250 Friday close. I like that one. 250 shares up 10%, dipped 15% when Elon cautioned slow ramp. Actually, that's a fair point. Elon probably will again highlight that there's going to be a really slow ramp. Up 6.9%. Fed will intensify. Let's see here. Let me read this comment. Ed says, I think the market will stay flat until 6 months before the election. The Feds will lower interest rates and let the party begin. They want the economy to be best at the time of election. We actually had this exact convo yesterday on Farzad, or with Farzad. 269 says Ted. TLA says, when Elon says they'll deliver less than 100 for the rest of 2023 and then iterates a very slow ramp in 2024, stock drops. So I actually think that is that is very close to my prediction. I think they'll deliver even less than 100, or for the end of 2023. Well, I mean, Christmas is coming up. If these things are hand built and they have some in the backlog, maybe they do deliver 50 to 100. Yeah, end of the year. And again, I do think he's going to reiterate a very slow ramp. I totally agree with that sentiment right there. Not to sound very pessimistic, because I'm not, but again, it's just such a new vehicle. Production lines are so new. Of course, a lot of it's hand built for now, that I think expecting any sort of consistency and like 1,000 a week or whatever it is, like, I just think that's just too outlandish for now for us. Does Wall Street get invited to this event, or is it just a lottery? I'm sure investor relations has probably reached out to some big shots that are fund managers or whatever, and they're going to be there. I'm sure they are. Investor relations can always get you in, right? If you have, money talks at the end of the day. But for average plebs like us, I think it was just lottery based. Yes. 250. FSD 12 may offset slow ramp. So FSD 12, right? End of the year was the target projection. 3 or 4 weeks ago, Elon said 2 more weeks, guys, for FSD 12. Of course, jokingly saying that. It sounds like FSD 12 is now going out to employees at this point. So I guess that's good. But I mean, FSD 12 is not going to be perfect. We know that, but I mean, are we still expecting FSD 12 by the end of the year? And it's hard to even say because I keep saying FSD beta 12, but it's not beta. FSD 12 is literally not beta. Throw the chat, yes or no. Do we expect FSD 12 to come out by the end of the year? I mean, it's looking real tight. Maybe it's part of the Christmas. It's part of the Christmas update. You know that Tesla always does. Tesla always does some sort of surprise Christmas update. I think last year it was. Maybe I can show you guys on my camera. Hold on one sec. How do I flip my camera around? Camera. Oh, that's not it. I don't even know how to flip my camera, folks. Stream info, settings, whatever. Okay, I can't flip it. But last year it was the being able, I think on the mobile app, you could see all your cameras. A couple years before that, it was the side cameras. Oh no, it was the turning signal. As soon as you put on your left or right turning signal in the car, the camera shows up for that specific side. I think the year before that, it was the Tesla Light Show, which is a huge hit for kids, I guess. I think the year before that, it was all the gaming systems. And then I don't remember before that. Up 9%. Invite Ron Barron. Hold on. There we go. Sorry, I just got a call in the middle of streaming. Ron, if you're listening to this stream at the moment, you are invited onto the show. Hold on. Actually, let me see if I can. Hold on. Guests, invite guests. I can invite, but the thing is, I can't comment. That is the issue. I'm back. Hopefully, I'm back now. I should deliver to Joe Rogan. Hold on. Question says, per on with the question, with some earnings and record PE we had a while back, the stock price is 5,000. Crazy? Am I wrong? With some more earnings and the record PE we had a while back. Well, I mean, define record PE because I don't know what the record PE was, but remember there was a point to which Tesla was just like whenever a stock goes from unprofitable to even slightly profitable, the PE is just going to go off the charts. And so I don't think if you're referring to that record PE, I don't think that's sustainable, nor is that something that will probably ever come back in terms of PE. Like we're talking like thousands, right? Because when Tesla just eked out their first couple of quarters of profit, you know, PE obviously was going to be massive, but market was pricing in them continuing that trajectory of profitability. So I just look at PEG, right? If you want to hit a PEG of 1 and EPS growth is 30 or 40%, well, maybe you get 30 or 40% P, or 30 or 40 or 50 PE or 60 PE because Tesla gets a little bit of an extra premium being the only profitable EV maker in the world. So I don't know. I think of this stage of Tesla's company, they're not an early stage growth company where you can look at those inflated thousands PE. I think you're at a point now where you look at PEG, price over earnings growth, and you try to hit as close to fairly valued as possible by matching either the revenue growth or the EPS growth long-term for Tesla. So I think that gets us around 40, 50. But of course, it's going to be it's been faster some years, like Martin has said, and it's going to be slower certain years. But of course, the CAGR is what matters in the long haul. That says, I think it's great you're doing this from your car. Feels like when my wife used to kick me out of the house. I haven't been kicked out of the house, at least not today. But I just wanted to grab a cup of coffee. As you guys know, I don't eat in the morning, but to get out of the house, my wife's at the gym, so she goes to the gym every morning, and to get some peace and quiet. I don't like staying in the house. I'm not a big homebody, you know. I don't know what it is. I don't. It's not like I like to stay home all day. And you know, if there's certain days I just stay home all day, I feel kind of sick about it. PE was 1,000 at one point. Yeah. So you know, when Tesla was just hitting out profitability, that's what we're talking about. FSD 12 with Christmas update and I hope other countries. Other countries. So there was that rumor that China was going to start to allow FSD as well. Yeah, look out for that. I mean, huge market there. Huge market there. Let's see here. I love home. You're an extrovert. I don't know. I don't know if I'm an extrovert or introvert. It's the classic answer, right? Oh, an extrovert wants to be an introvert wants to be an extrovert. And then everyone says they're an introverted extrovert. I don't know what I am. You guys can tell me. I mean, honestly, you guys watching the chat, some of you guys have been around since day one. You guys probably know Tesla. You guys probably know me better than I know myself at certain aspects of my personality. I do the same. Cup of coffee, no food till lunch. Yes, exactly. That's exactly it. I don't know. Thank you, RC. Appreciate it. Yes, hit the like, hit the subscribe. 11:32 Pacific time. Big week for Tesla ahead. Extrovert for sure. Big week for Tesla ahead, but remember, at the end of the day, news cycles come and go, but what matters is long-term growth and technology. Cybertruck and the delivery event this week is just the first signal that Tesla, it's one of the first signals that Tesla is about to really disrupt the consumer auto market if they haven't already. And what's ironic is Tesla, within this time next year, when we're talking 2024 November, Tesla will have delivered thousands of Cybertrucks. Tesla will probably have started to come to break-even status with the Cybertruck at that point. And I think interest rates will be lower this time next year. I know that's a heated topic too, and we don't have to get too much into the interest rate topic if we don't want to. But listen, this time next year, I mean, interest rates are gonna almost certainly, almost certainly be a lot lower than it is today. Introverts don't do podcasts. Extrovert for sure. Are you a Parsi? No, I'm not. Uzivert. Okay. Ben, how's it going from Sweden? David, how's it going? Long time no see. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you too, my friend. Pietro says, I watched the Startup X low quality video and no chat. That's the thing. As much as I love Twitter, I am co-streaming on Twitter right now, or X. The quality isn't that good on there, and also I don't appreciate the the chats that we can have on YouTube. If you're watching this, by the way, on X right now, I don't let Elon hear this, but I recommend that you come on YouTube. You can chat on here better. The video quality is a little bit higher. It's just more interactive, and I think the streams that I do are just more suited for YouTube. Certain people do certain streams. Like if I'm premiering something, I can co-stream it on X. It's fine. It's like I'm not really going to have that level of interaction going back and forth with comments the way that I do here. I guess it depends. Boycott answer, I guess. Interesting. Well, maybe let's. Yeah, interaction is what makes our streams and this channel fun. I agree. Awesome. Well, let's cut it here for a shorter Sunday stream. If you haven't watched it already, go watch my interview with Farzad that I posted up yesterday. And have a great week. This is going to be a big week, and maybe, hopefully, I have an update for you guys about the Cybertruck, and me actually going to go see this thing. Because I just don't think when I can go during the week. So maybe I have an update there. If anyone is around Vancouver and knows about the status of seeing this thing, like if I could go today, let me know. Just DM me or something, or leave a comment now. Because I'm down to, I just need to make sure that I don't drive out all the way there and it's like closed or something. Maybe says have a great week watching me discuss the Tesla strike with Farzad tomorrow. That'll be very good. Go on Farzad's channel and make sure you catch Mimi on there. Mimi is from Sweden, has a lot of insight onto this strike going on. All right, much love. What's your guess for Cybertruck price? 60,000 base. That's probably my closest guess. Leave your guess down below. Much love. Yash sign off. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful week ahead. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving long weekend if you're American. Hopefully you didn't shop too much, or maybe you did. And someone wanting to come in, and hopefully you get to enjoy this crazy week ahead. I mean, look, we're gonna look back on this like we look Battery Day, or Model 3, or Tesla Semi to a lesser degree for the consumer perspective. We're gonna look back on this, so hopefully we all can enjoy it. I mean, it's not going to be the best event. It's not going to be the worst event, but it's going to be one of the historic events of Tesla. And hopefully, if you're going there, you enjoy yourself and have a great time. All right. Much love. Yash sign off. Take care, everyone. Hit subscribe on your way out. If you want to join the Juju Gang, which means you get live chat access on Discord 24/7, patreon.com/hit that bid, or become a YouTube channel member at $5 a month or more. It pretty much supports my coffee addiction, so I appreciate that. And it also makes sure that we have a great quality of community inside, and it's not just spam oriented. So feel free to support there, and I appreciate everyone that does. Yeah, sign off. Take care, everyone. Peace out. Bye.